Hello and welcome to my video where I'm going to show you how to use Google Sheets in order to make different types of graphs. So first of all, we're going to look at a histogram, which basically just takes any just random set of numbers. So I'm going to just select the column that I want. So I've selected, notice I've selected also the title of the column, and then just there's a whole bunch of random scores here. Then you choose Insert, Chart, and it will often automatically choose one of the best charts depending on your data, but not always. So this time it did. It chose Histogram, but that's okay. You go over here where it says Histogram. Maybe I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller over here so you guys can see a little bit more. There you go. Okay, so it says setup and then histogram, and you just choose histogram. It's got a couple suggested ones, but you can just go in here till you find other and then histogram. So we got histogram. That's good. Now what I want you to do is go to customize histogram, and now if you click show item dividers, it shows you the number, the literal number of whatever. So this is tests in any column. So here we have 4 tests. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can look at the side and just go across. So that's a kind of a useful little tool. You can also choose your bucket size. So that's the size in here. So I like to choose, when it comes to percents, 10% because it's a helpful range. So you can see between 40 and 50%, you've got 1 mark. Between 50 and 60%, you got 1 mark, and it does a kind of weird thing on the high end where 100% counts as this bin here. So because it lands exactly on one of the corners of the bin. That's how it will show up. So that is how you do a histogram. If you want to add any titles, you can put them in here, and you can change all of those. Alright, let's try the next type. So we've got a bar graph here. I'm going to select all the entire rectangle, which includes the numbers of whatever and the names or the labels. So you select it, press Insert, Chart, just like every time, and look at that. It's pretty close. It's not a bar graph, it's a pie chart, but that's okay. We come over here and we choose column chart. Bar graph, column chart, same thing. So now we've got that, and you can even start changing these colors if you want to, so that red is red. So you could come over here, series, oh, maybe you can't change them one at a time. Right axes? No. No, you can't change them one at a time, but that's all right. You can see that they're labeled red, green, yellow, and that's how that works. Again, same thing. If you want to change titles, you can go in here. This is where all your settings are. Alright, scroll down to the pie chart, press Insert, Chart, and we've got a pie chart. So we've got another chart. It does it automatically, but if you scroll down till you see pie, you can also have donut if you'd rather have a donut. You can also have a 3-dimensional pie chart, and that one's a 3-dimensional donut pie chart. So let's go like this. There you go. You want to have 3-dimensional? There it is. So you can do all sorts of cool things with Google Sheets. Oh, here you go. With the pie slice, you can change the color. So this one's going to be red. Green's going to be green. And yellow's going to be yellow. There you go. So now you can see most people like red apples, some people like green apples, and not very many people like yellow apples. So there you go. And let's keep going down. And this is the last chart. I'm going to include the top there because that'll be my title. Insert chart, and let's bring down just a little bit. There you go. So you're going to see this is the distance ran. Okay, so it didn't include this, so I just want to copy that. And then what I'm going to do is click on here. It came up with the default title, so I click there, double click, and now I can paste or I can type. So this chart is the distance ran by a soccer player over the entire game. And you can see that it's moving up. Now you could change this instead if you want to. I prefer scatter plot, but you can change this to a regular line chart because there are points in between. Or if you want to just get a better average, you want to get some information out of this, you can click customize here and then scroll down to series and add a trend line. So again, that's series, add trend line, and that will put a straight line, a perfectly straight line as if you did it with the ruler, down your graph in order to get the most amount of statistical information from your graph. So I hope this video helps you guys understand how to make different types of graphs, and good luck.